Well, here we are back again for our 5 minutes of creativity. We have our VivaColor sheets and our Canson paper. Let's turn the page and oh my gosh, the tape is gone. And why is that? Well, earlier I did a video only to find out when it was finished that it was done in slow-mo. So I had a whole discussion about what we did, and so let's just go ahead and take a look at the finished product. We went ahead and added some more lines, did more outlines, added a bit of silver to the piece as well with some markings. And this is the end result. And so this is a process of painting over 6 days. And we just kept building on it. We started on Sunday, and every day we kept adding to it a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And it's a different process because we allow the painting to have the opportunity to tell us when it's done. But you know what's really funny about paintings or pieces of things that you work on? Yesterday I mentioned how beautiful I thought it was. And one of the things we don't do in this process is attach things to this. So what I wanted to speak to is what was beautiful about this was the process of doing this and just allowing space for myself personally, who is not in practice of doing this, to allow something to grow organically over time. Regularly, I sit down and I just go and I present a piece and I just make it in the time frame that I have. And I realize that having the chance to slowly work on a piece and allow it to develop over time, even as I'm thinking right now, I'm just going to add a little something here. It has a different conversation with you, and you get to see more openness in it. You also get to see things that you didn't see before, like eyes and a nose and a mouth, a shape of a face here, maybe an animal of some sort here. There's other faces down here. It's interesting what happens and what shows up in the process of creating whatever it is that you are creating. But that only happens when you allow space for yourself to build on it in layers. I myself, I like the flow state. I like showing up at a piece and seeing what I can do in a framework of time, and at the end of that time, calling that piece complete. This process is really more about taking the journey of seeing what can develop over time and what sorts of things want to show up over time. Every day we feel different. Every day we come to our art with different energy, and I think that that energy has a way of showing up in our practice. And when it shows up, when we allow it and we don't constrain it from showing up, maybe it's energy that we needed to get out, maybe it's a bit of the story we needed to add, maybe it's putting our voice in it. I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that is. But I know that I've spoken to other artists, and many of them say that they will keep coming back to a piece again and again. They may come back to the piece in a year or a few years down the road. I spoke to one artist who says she actually goes around her house and occasionally will add a little bit more to a painting. So I think it's interesting how we all approach our creativity. I think that having a practice is important, and I appreciate you being here with me in this practice, but I most appreciate you being willing to take the journey of doing something that's maybe a little bit different. And if you participated in this journey, I trust that it was fun for you, or at least expansive. And maybe it wasn't fun. Maybe it was all nerve-wracking like it was for me. But what I know is I appreciate the time that I spend with you. I'm Samaj, and this is Creating with Samaj, and I'll see you the next time. Until then, have a great day.